look, I got like, shit, I got a horn on me right there in the booth, bitch. Hey, Sean, it's yeah, big man.
So, first of all, I would like to say that I'm not here to disrespect Wim Hof. By definition, making a video about him is respecting him. The bloke is an interesting character. He seems like a good bloke. He seems like he's not your average rapist or pedophile or anything like that. As you may know, he is quite famous around the world because he has been running around in the snow, naked even, going underwater in water that has ice cubes in it, natural ice cubes, and he's breaking records for how far someone can swim underwater in the ice water. People are starting to say that he is actually an awesome person and that he has brought something amazing to the culture. The number one thing that he is bragging about that he has done is turned his blood in a way that left it not reacting to this bacteria called E. coli, which is one of the commonly infecting bacteria, one of the bacteria that is blamed for a lot of death and damage. He's the biggest thing when people say Wim Hof is a champion. The biggest thing they might bring out is he has a method that can turn your blood in such a way that it's not even worried about E. coli. E. coli cannot affect it. All of this, that honestly doesn't mean anything good. It just means that he's prepared his bloodstream inadvertently by going into the ice. The bloodstream has been inadvertently prepared to not react to E. coli, and the culture has a major fear of E. coli and putting it out there. Wim Hof can turn your blood in a way that'll not have an issue with E. coli. And the method itself of doing this, like Iceman breathing and swimming, it's probably actually good for some people in certain conditions, just like this, inhaling cannabinoids. There are some benefits, and we can highlight the benefits, and close off these other things and just look at the benefits and say that this is absolutely amazing, and you can even reach enlightenment. If you smoke enough cannabis, your blood might change in a way and it might not respond to. There's many kinds of viruses out there that we could test and see which viruses are less catalyzing when introduced into our bloodstream after we've undergone this technique. Now, Wim Hof seems to claim that people have claimed before him that he has controlled the automatic nervous system. And I mean, to me it sounds like, when you go for a run up a hill and your heart starts beating faster, you've controlled your nervous system. These people who are tooting Wim Hof's horn, they're saying, okay, it's not so simply you ran up a hill, but these processes occurred and the automatic nervous system was affected in such a way, and technically Wim Hof controlled the automatic nervous system. We didn't know how to control it like that yet. But the main medical significance, the significance of what has this man done, he's shown us that contrary to what most people just believed or would have guessed, you can actually just go out in the snow and your body can adjust and adapt and chemically alter yourself to deal with living in the snow. and it's pretty amazing. Sometimes people like Wim Hof, at some stage in their life, they feel naturally inclined to go into this freezing cold water, and their heartbeat doesn't race. I've experienced this where I've gone into very cold water, not freezing cold, probably actually as cold as what he went in, and I didn't feel the need to breathe for a start, well, the usual need to breathe. I felt like I didn't want to do anything, and my heart, I noticed, was beating extraordinarily slowly. These are all like good things to play around with in your life, to be able to have a hot bath and a cold bath, but you've got to remember, no one on this earth is just omniscient. Someone might walk around saying, have a cryotherapy session and it's great, and it might not be. You know, there's a theory there's a path there that you can see that, oh, this is what it does, and it's medicinal. It's going to make my veins, it's going to kickstart them, you know. If you have a bit of cocaine in the morning, it'll give you a kickstart, you know. We'll isolate this category of benefit and just run with it. If you have like severe depression, traumatizing experiences or something, these kinds of activities might be things that you naturally would have done, but people like Wim Hof have gone and turned it into a process that you can go and do, and it'll be really good for you, because trial and error and your natural intuition, your natural inclinations to go out into the cold, you might talk yourself out of it, or you might hurt yourself in the process. You might do it too much, too little. I don't know. You just might have an actually really stressful time because you don't actually know that you're not going to die. You run yourself through so much more stress just because you think you're going to die. You just get out there and let snow. Me, personally, at this stage of my life, no, I'm not going to the snow. Unless I'm going skiing or something. I'm not going out there just to challenge myself. When Wim Hof did it, he naturally wanted to do it, and he felt, he did it because he felt desire, and as he was doing it, it felt better, and he kept doing it, and he ended up there. He wasn't like, I'm going to go and jump in that ice lake because Wim Hof did it, and apparently it's really good for you. And I'm very averse to this, very against it, naturally, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I just did it. Oh, I'm out now. Oh, I feel better. That is an experience too, but that is kind of like, you're kind of forcing the doors open. They open naturally at times, I believe. But even forcing it is okay. That's all your life, yeah. But I'm mainly making this video because people are running around going, Wim Hof is a Superman. Basically, where are the experiments where the animals have had their mortality rate improved through the Wim Hof method? Or is it only the clogged up humans that actually benefit from going through this bizarre experience? And if that's the case, I've got my doubts. That's obviously quite a cloudy situation that you don't really know about. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Maybe we should just change something else rather than keep fighting a consequence of an issue, fighting a symptom. The main thing here is people are running around, Wim Hof's the Superman. He's not. It's nothing special that you can prepare your body to not react as violently when you inject some material in it that it usually doesn't like. When you are running around living a life, you're a bundle of chemicals. You're going to have a certain use by date. That use by date will come quicker if you are not getting rid of the toxic compounds that come in your body as efficiently and as effectively as you can, which means when they land in your body, you violently react and you get that stuff out. And you have fever and then living this way, your cells, very chemically fragile things, they can live as long as they can and as healthy as they can, and then they'll get replaced, and they'll have the longest, best life that they possibly can, because the adverse materials that are chemically incompatible to your body, they have been swiftly apprehended and taken away through logistics. Okay, when you go through and you're Wim Hof and you're like, here I am, a human being in the snow, apparently I'm living. This is your body thinking, remember. This is weird. It's like your body is so smart, but it's also so dumb, because here it is thinking, I'm now going to be an Iceman. Well, it's not dumb, because the fact is you're taking it through all this ice. It's going to respond. It's, okay, maybe I'm only going to live half the time. It doesn't matter really, because I'm going to be able to have children anyway. Maybe I only live half the time. Maybe I only feel half the range of feelings that humans can have. Maybe this and that, but I'm going to survive in the snow. And when they go to test me to see how much I respond, how severe I react to being injected with a kind of poison, it's probably going to be significantly less violent than someone who isn't living my kind of life. And that person probably also is going to live twice as long as me. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying this could be happening. There's just these misconceptions sweeping our 21st century humans. Still, all along we've been deceived by ourselves. The track record shows. So which ones are we at right now? Or did something magical happen? It seems this is where we're at. Thinking, oh, this person reacted less violently to this, so whatever they did, that's great. Well, when does this happen in real life? Being injected with bacteria? Never. Okay, here's another one. This person was made to heal quicker. Is that good? These are the two major misconceptions that are underway at the moment and are in play, in the very reason why some of these products are just so prevalent all over the world, when they could actually be, the benefits could be completely delusional. They might not be there at all, and it's bound to be the opposite way if that's the case too. These two things alone, we have snake venom. We've found a way to change somebody's body so that if they get the snake venom, they're going to have less fever. Everyone in the crowd, in the human crowd, the 21st century is going to go, yeah, that's awesome. Okay? Especially if it's tied in with a theory like snake venom starts off from a little particle and it keeps growing. But anyway, that's one little misconception. And that Wim Hof is riding on. He's not really doing it as everyone else is saying you're a Superman. He's just saying, oh, okay, well, yeah, because bacteria attack you. Looks like I've beaten the bacteria easily. In fact, my body's not even worried about it, because when they put it in my blood, the antibodies didn't even do anything. And the other one is we have all these sick bodies with wounds of similar kind. We treat half of them with a kind of chemical, and we notice that they're actually out of there quicker. That too seems to have taken us for a misconception that somehow we've increased the person's chances of healing. We've improved their chances of survival just because of this observation that took off with Joseph Lister, that a more hasty decision is a better one when it comes to healing.